Hi, welcome to the next section, Feature Selection and Feature Engineering. Feature selection is the first step in a machine learning pipeline. Here we'll first split the dataset and then manage categorical and missing data. Moving on, we'll perform data scaling and normalization. Post that, we'll learn about principal component analysis and finally learn about dictionary learning. Now we move on to the first video of this section, splitting the datasets. In this video, we're going to divide a dataset as training and test sets. Scikit-learn provides some built-in datasets that can be used for testing purposes. They're all available in the package sklearn.datasets and have a common structure. The data instance variable contains the whole input set X, while target contains the labels for classification or target values for regression. Let's see an example now. So we first open Jupyter Notebook and open a new notebook. Here we consider the Boston house pricing dataset. For that, we import the Boston dataset. Once this is done, we add this code. When we run this, we get 506 samples with 13 features and a single target value. We then add y.shape and run it. We now get the result as 506. We'll be using this dataset throughout the course. We're going to use it for regressions and the MNIST handwritten digit dataset for classification tasks. When a dataset is large enough, it's a good practice to split it into training and test sets. The trained dataset to be used for training the model, and the test sets are used to test its performances. There are two main rules in performing such an operation. Both datasets must reflect the original distribution. The original dataset must be randomly shuffled before the split phase in order to avoid a correlation between consequent elements. With Scikit-learn, this can be achieved using the train-test-split function. We first import it and split it. The parameter test size as well as training size allows specifying the percentage of elements to put into the test training set. In this case, the ratio is 75% for training and 25% for the test phase. Another important parameter is random_state, which can accept a numpy random state generator or an integer seed. In many cases, it's important to provide reproducibility for the experiments, so it's also necessary to avoid using different seeds and consequently different random splits. For this, we've used this code. In this way, if the seed is kept equal, all experiments have to lead to the same results and can be easily reproduced in different environments by other scientists. So we've split our data successfully.